Greetings, gaming citizens. Mike here. Welcome back to another Nintendo Direct predictions video. So, normally I would be quick to just say welcome back to another September direction direct predictions video. But some rumors have been going around, most notably from PH Brazil, who I don't really know much about their track record, but they are doubling down on a rumor that a direct will happen this month, separate from the Nintendo Museum Direct, which I can't believe they announced the Switch 2 and Silk Song. That direct was crazy. But yeah, apparently there's another direct in the pipeline for later this month, which I will be very impressed if that's true, because Nintendo likes to do things on the second Thursday of September, June, February. That's like their three tentpole directs. So to just kind of throw that out the window and do it in August, that would definitely take me by surprise. But yeah, would be crazy if true. However, I am going to go out on a limb and continue with my second Thursday of September pattern and say that the air date will be September 12th. I don't know. I feel like predicting the date is also just kind of fun. Getting into the first party stuff, typically, I never really have much to say about this one. And that is no different this time because Nintendo has kept a lot of stuff under lock and key, and with the lack of Pyora, we don't exactly have anything to go off of anymore. So, it's time for me to just start spitballing ideas. So, an idea that I actually came up with when I was writing this predictions video was an update for Nintendo World Championships NES Edition that adds more challenges or possibly new games. So, I honestly just skimmed a list of NES games that were published by Nintendo, and I thought of a few games that could easily be added. Those would be Clu Clu Land, Donkey Kong Jr., the original Mario Brothers, any of the six Mega Man games, really, Urban Champion, Wario's Woods, Wrecking Crew. They're all published by Nintendo and developed either in house or by a company that they have a very close partnership with, like Capcom with Mega Man. So these are games that could reasonably be added. As for the challenges themselves, I'm not really sure what they could really do for them, but that's for Nintendo to figure out, not me. So that's just an idea that I came up with that I think would be really cool to see because I've played a bit of it so far and it's pretty fun. It's very fun with friends, I gotta say. So seeing more games added would be kind of interesting. As for other first party stuff, I mean, we have the usual suspects. We have people that want Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD to get ported to the Switch. I've never played either of those games, so yeah, I'd like to see that too because I'd like to play those for the first time. We're also seeing stuff about Metroid Prime 2 and 3 getting remastered and released on the Switch because of the first remaster game being excellent. I'd like to see that again. Never played those games, so would love to experience them for the first time, especially in preparation for 4. Speaking of 4, seeing something about Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, maybe anything additional. Although I'm not really expecting that because, it's set for just 2025 to release, so it's probably going to be a holiday title. And I'm not expecting Nintendo to really have much to show at this current moment. I feel like that's more of a February direct type of thing, or even June 2025. But I'm getting ahead of myself. This direct is usually the September direct is usually for stuff going from September to the end of the fiscal year for Nintendo, which is March 2025. So that's kind of the range that I'm working in right now. So if Prime 2 and 3 remaster were announced, it would be interesting if they fell into the same pattern of releasing like February, like remaster, like Prime 1 remastered. But usual suspects as always. Before we move on from first party stuff, I also think, and this is just a huge reach, they could announce the date for the Switch 2's direct reveal event. Because the Switch 1, had a trailer, but it had, before like an actual trailer for the Switch console came out, we had like the whole reveal event. I think Nintendo's going to announce the date for the Switch 2 reveal event. And that's going to be kind of in the form of a direct. major reach. Absolutely nothing backing this up. But I think with all the news we've been seeing lately of them ordering all these semiconductors, they're really gearing up for something right now. And with rumors saying that Nintendo is telling developers to not expect the Switch successor until after the fiscal year, so at minimum April 2025, if there was a time to start the marketing, it would be pretty close to now. Going into the third-party stuff, this one point that I have is only for if the Direct is in August. Otherwise, disregard this entire point. But the Ace Attorney Investigations Collection demo, as of the recording of this video, it actually just dropped on the eShop. With the full game coming out September 6th, your save data carries over to the full game. If the Direct is in August, I would imagine Capcom would just throw a small trailer being like, hey, the demo's available for this now, go play it, your save data carries over to the game coming out next week. Yeah, Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. I might actually give that a try myself. I've never played an Ace Attorney game. Next, on September 25th, we've got Lollipop Chainsaw Repop, a remaster of... I honestly could not tell you what the hell a Lollipop Chainsaw is. It looks like just a chaotic hack and slash with the most bizarre protagonist I think I've ever seen. Yeah, it just looks like a one hell of a good time. Kind of just check your brain out at the door and just witness all the nonsense. I mean, with a name like Lollipop Chainsaw, you kind of know what you're getting into. So yeah, that comes out September 25th. Looks like a crazy good time. September 27th, we've got Reynatis from NIS America. I've been excited for this one for a while. Ever since I first got word of it, I can't even remember when they revealed it, but recently, or I don't know how recent it was, but they announced that characters from Neo: The World Ends With You were going to be in the game, which, like, the fact that NIS America is acknowledging Neo: The World Ends With You more than Square Enix ever did in their marketing is low-key kind of sad. But, it's cool to see the characters represented in Reynatis. I think it's going to be an excellent game from what we've seen so far, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. October 3rd, we've got Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream. Not much to say about this one, but it sure is coming out, that's for sure. But October 24th, we've got Card and Seal, which I would describe as an RPG deck builder because it's just like Mega Man Battle Network, if you've played that. You basically use cards to perform attacks, and you work in like a grid system for combat. I'm bad at describing things, but it is very good. I played it at PAX East this year. Excellent game. I can't wait to get my hands on this. So October 24th, definitely keep an eye out for this one. And just a day later, we've got Sonic X Shadow Generations. And the reason why I have this in my predictions video is I feel like they'll put in a teaser trailer or just something to keep the Sonic fans, excited. Maybe something about pre-order bonuses or special editions for Generations. Something about the Shadow portion, if they haven't revealed that already. I need to get up to speed with Generations. It does look good. I will give them that. It looks pretty fun. So yeah, I think it'll just be a small teaser trailer. October 25th, we've got Ys X Nordics. Same day as Sonic X Shadow Generation, so if you don't feel like going fast with Shadow and Sonic the Hedgehog, you can sit down and enjoy another entry in a beloved JRPG series from NIS America. I have yet to get into this series, but Ys 10 definitely looks fun. I might give this a try. If they release a demo in the eShop like they did for 9 Monster Nox, I might actually give this a shot. It looks good, so if you're looking for JRPG games, I know a few of my subscribers are definitely into those. Yeah, this is definitely one to keep on your radar if it isn't already. So getting into the stuff that doesn't really have a release date, we have Professor Layton and the New World of Steam. We've heard, like, nothing about this since it was revealed, I want to say last year. Some news about that would be wonderful, because it the one teaser they gave us looked like it was going to be promising, and then we just heard nothing. It was just radio silence after. So, Level 5, are you okay? Do you need an adult? Speaking of Level 5, Deca Police is another game. that I believe they're working on. It was supposed to release in 2023, and the eShop page still says 2023 release. But ever since reveal, we've gotten nothing. So, was this game canceled? Is it still being worked on? Again, level 5, like, are you okay? Do you need help? And speaking of level 5, to round things out with that, I've been seeing some people ask about localization for Yokai Watch 4. Sure, why not at this point? I mean, Pokemon's not getting any better in terms of game quality, so, this might be a good time for Yokai Watch to just be like, hey, I still exist. So, yeah, Yokai Watch 4 never made out of Japan. I think we only got up to Yokai Watch 3 in the West. So, I guess just for the sake of having the whole series accessible to English audiences, it could be cool to release it here, but from what I understand, Yokai Watch is not massively popular here, so I'm not too hopeful. And then rounding things out with a couple of rumors that I came across, we have My Sims, the old DS and Wii classic spin-off of the Sims series, supposedly releasing for Nintendo Switch on November 19th, according to some leaked retailer store listings. Would be interesting to see. It would be the first Sims game to ever be on the Switch, which I think is, I'm surprised EA took this long to release anything from the Sims franchise on the Switch. But yeah, if this turns out to be true, I'm sure there's a cult following for My Sims that would be very excited about this. And then also we have a remaster of Tales of Xillia. This doesn't have a release date at all, but allegedly there is a store listing for it from what I understand. I think it's still up to this day. I say to this day, this rumor came out like a week ago. But yeah, I mean, Namco were saying they were open to more Tales remasters, given fan feedback, so this could be just a result of that. So we might see an announcement for Tales of Xillia Remastered. And then a couple indie games I happen to come across that have release dates in the range of the Direct. We have Demon School on September 13th and Amber Isle on October 31st. Not really much to say other than support indie games. They're pretty cool. And these games look pretty fun. They seem to have like that kind of variation on gameplay that Nintendo likes to have in their library. They like to have games that take a genre and kind of put a new spin on it. And I feel like these games stand out enough that Nintendo would throw these into a Direct, but I could be wrong. And that's going to do it for all the predictions I really had for September 2024 or August, if that rumor turned out to be true. But, if I missed any games that are coming out that you think will show up in the Direct, or if you have any first-party predictions, let me know in the comments down below. But that's going to be it for me. Stay vibing and thriving, everyone. I will see you in the next one.